to where we left off with Plants vs. Zombies with Gun Bunny, G.U.N.N Bunny. I know these are weird, but we're off to the races. It's going to be a million episodes if I do them like this. We'll see how far we get. Who knows? This could be going on until next year. I'll just throw one on every once in a while. So what would we like? Free sun. We got a screen door, guys, so we know we need that. A walnut. A pea shooter. And I can probably still fit in the bomb, or do I want this guy? This guy. Let's plant. Let's rock plant. I don't know. It's complicated. Ready, set, plant. Everybody free. Go, go, little purple passions. I own a purple passion, which is a creeping vine, so I don't think that's the same thing. I am a medium indoor plant person. I like my indoor plants, but I'm not like crazy insane indoor plants. I say this because I have to quantify. I have met a lot of crazy, insane indoor plant people. I am not them. I don't actually aspire to be them either. I enjoy the realities of how the human race actually reacts to plants. So there's something to be said for living with plants. But man, I see those people on TikTok and things like that where there is an enormous commitment that I am not part of when it comes to plants. Like, good for them. That's mental sauce. Good for you, but I am not part of your commitment. I don't see the world the way you do. Please feel free to leave in my comments if you are a crazy plant person. And if I just don't understand your people. Because I don't. In case you're curious, I genuinely do not understand your people. I am open to an argument. I am ready to hear how wrong I am. But I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna have to make me understand, because I don't see it. I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't understand the why. Props to you. I think you're mental. Like, hooray, but I think you're crazy. I do like the joke, though, that if you're a guy who has, like, really high needs, find a woman who's filled with plants in her house. Because if she's willing to take care of a big pile of stupid plants, she's willing to take care of you. So that's amazing. Terrible, but kind of spectacular. This guy's gonna be a weird problem. Of course you have to come down that lane. Like the worst place you can exist from. To protect over there. My world feels very purple. Probably because it kind of is right now. But my world feels very purple. Oh, the bubblers are a good noise. The like weird fungus guys make a great sound. Start protecting battle stations. It's not the worst support. I wish this wasn't here, but you know. Beggars, choosers, all that jazz. If it was perfect, we'd have other problems. Start getting some pea shooters in to support everybody. It's everything. Okay, come on, something produce. Thank you. We're gonna start having problems on this line. Is this the last of my zombies? It is! Oh! This is the one that eats the graves. Yay! I'm probably not gonna have the space for it for a while. Planted on a grave to remove the grave. There are times. Like, I imagine I'm gonna want it now. Hey, want to buy an extra seed slot? Yes, I do. I do. It'll cost you $7.50, but you'll be able to choose 7 seeds per level instead of 6. How's that sound? Yes. Yes. All right, and hey, when you save up 5,000, I'll sell you the 8 seed slot upgrade, which is going to be my first upgrade. Pole vaulter. Alright, I feel like I'm going to need that grave buster. This. Pea shooter. Or walnut. I always want to say potato. It's a walnut. Walnut. Alright, let's go. Good thing I took that thing. I've got a lot of graves to eat. Okay, more forward with these guys. Sometimes I put them back because, of course, I'm trying to not have them be just immediately eaten. But gives them more of a chance. But they're so short range when they attack. It's not the same as the pea shooters. Oh, look, here comes Buddy. Come on, produce! Hurry up! Let's go! Nobody lives forever. Okay, we're gonna keep coming from there. We have a little bit of time to make progress. You just know that because the mushrooms take time, the sooner you can get these guys going, the better everything is. But it makes you so much more vulnerable. Oops. Meant to drop that there. Oh, we're in it now. I think maybe it's just I'm not taking enough advantage of the walnuts. I should be putting a little bit more into the walnuts. You are a pain in my butt. I need not a pole vaulter right now, but the universe isn't listening. We'll throw this guy in, get a pea shooter, and try to deal with the pole vaulters. I don't need a bunch of those to make my day better in case the game is listening. It's alright. Sunshine is on its way. Sunshine fixes everything. Another one. Oh, wait. Sorry, focused. Silence! Silence means death! That's how I feel. I must not live in silence. Why is it the night levels feel just that much more intense? They just do. I'm very much looking forward to the day. A huge wave. Not ready. Not ready for a huge wave. Let's do a grave buster and get rid of that thing. Oh, that's nice. That gave me a coin. That's not terrible. I'd like one of these guys. There we go. What else we got? Do another grave buster and buy a space. Nope. I have to get rid of this. Oh, it's nice to know that it's not solely these guys that can deal with a screen door. Really, because of where I was playing before, I didn't really get to experience the screen door kind of experience. Experience, you know the words. English am I? I am an English major. Take that one in. Pause for effect. The funny story I keep telling right now is that I barely have, like, grade 12 math. I survived on a wish and a prayer. I am not that kind of math student. And I'm doing this very intense accounting job right now. Not in a way where I'm gripping the fence line trying to hang on, but that I've been literally hired for this, and it's not so bad. But it's one of those things where somebody's kid right now is going, oh, I'm worried I can't do X. And I'm like, dude, you can do anything. Trust me. Take my word on it. You can be an astronaut. You just got to turn around and start doing the work. Although I like to hope astronauts really do need the math, but I don't know. Maybe you can work for NASA. Maybe you're the guy who runs the PR forums. Make sure that you always look good on TV. There are many jobs, I'm sure. I feel NASA is well funded. Could you not? Gosh, you're a pain in my bottom. Get out of here. Grave buster and get rid of this thing. Walnut. I'm always impressed by the math. Truly. I love watching Neil deGrasse Tyson and everybody else. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. I was like, is this diamond the end of my level? What am I doing here? We are clearly fighting the good fight at the moment. Woo! Everybody go. Alright, I would like another one of those. Take a walnut here. Pick up my moolah. That was probably a bad decision. Oh, it still worked out. Almanac. What does this give me? Aside from money. Technically money is for not using lawnmowers. Suburban Almanac keeps track of all plants and zombies you encounter. View Almanac. View zombies. View plants. I was told to read a couple of these, so I will read a couple and go back to the game. Pea shooters are your first line of defense. They shoot peas at attacking zombies. Damage normal. How can a single plant grow and shoot so many peas so quickly? Pea shooter says hard work, commitment, and healthy, well-balanced breakfast of sunlight and high-fiber carbon dioxide make it all possible. All right, what else are we going to read? Let's read the sunflower. Sunflowers are essential for you to produce extra sun. Try planting as many as you can. Sun protection, normal. Production. Wow. See English major. Weep for the species. Sunflower can't resist bouncing to the beat. Which beat is that? Why, the life-giving jazzy rhythm of the earth itself, thumping at a frequency only sunflowers can hear. I'll read some zombies. We'll get through there. Don't worry. Ever played a game called Whack-A-Zombie? Eats just like hunting squirrels. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? Yeah, just like that. But instead of squirrels, it's zombies. Click to continue. And instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. Haha, mallet. I love whack-a-mole. Like, truly, I'm good at it. I have too many prizes from it. I love whack-a-mole. I went to a state fair in the US and I was just winning stuff for people. It's a demented mental health thing. And instead of me, it's you! Now that people are watching, i.e. my single audience member, we'll see how I do. Oh, I remember the picking up of the sunlight is the bigger challenge. Sunlight, sunlight. Bring it! I am ready. I don't think I noticed when I was playing this earlier that you can buy things that like eat graves and help you. I think I just played whack-a-mole. I was like, yeah, I'll just... You don't need anything if you just destroy them all. I wonder if that's worth more gold. I obviously am not gonna look right now. But maybe in editing, I will check and see if it pays out better if I have leftover sunlight. I have no idea. Again, I learned to play this game yesterday From a 4-year-old. I can't say I'm like really... I'm really ready. I feel like it's a trap to buy the things up top though. It's a fast moving zombies. Because the minute I look away, it's gonna get really bad down here. Versus I just clear up the zombies. That way, I'm halfway. And in case you're curious, I'm a big believer in just swing the mallet. Doesn't cost you anything to swing it extra. So if you hear it, it's just because I like the... I like the, what is it? Zombieland. Double tap. You'll always find more ammo. Movies I haven't seen in a long time. Okay, everybody, let's go. There's gonna be a football player or somebody really fast that I've gotta defeat. Can't tell if they're getting faster. Because obviously I'm on it. Final wave. Oh, I had to use one lawnmower. Ooh. I unlocked the psychedelic mind shroom. Makes a zombie fight for you. I think it's Blue Planet. Some documentary thing where the mushroom spores go into beetles, which make them climb to the sunlight. It possesses their brain and makes them climb to the sunlight to die up there and make more spores. It's complicated and concerning. It is literally a mushroom that controls your brain. Terrifying. Ready, set, plant! Nature documentaries. You want to be traumatized for life. Get into nature docs. I have seen more scary things from nature than anything I could ever dream up.
Are coming.
Of course you're coming down a lane I haven't done yet. Selfish. I didn't mean to put this here, obviously.
Thanks.
Misclick. Damn, nature, you scary. Of course, I live in Canada, and my perception of zombies could be accused as being a little bad. Because when everyone was doing that kind of thing, what would you do if the world was covered in zombies? It's like, well, it's Canada. We'd probably lose a lot of people, but one good winter is probably really going to clear this up. And you can't help but think like that. You're like, you know, winter kills a lot of fresh people, let alone a lot of zombies. And yeah, probably gonna do a lot of damage to the populace. I agree. And there's always some variables there. You know, fast zombies, slow zombies. These are all things. But yeah, if you just want to talk like this kind of zombie, what's minus 60 gonna do to this guy? Like, and then when he defrosts, what quality do you think he's gonna defrost at? Like, how good do you think he's gonna come out? Because my bet is pretty terrible. I think he's not gonna come out doing very well. But you know, I'm not an expert. I could hear an argument or two. Please feel free to post how I may be incorrect in my comments. I'm not feeling that incorrect, though, in case anybody wants to know. I'm like, I've lived here a long time. Winters are bad here, okay? Winters are cold. Winters are dangerous. It doesn't get reported on much in American news, but literally, lots of people pass away in the winter. The worst is that people get very, very drunk, and then they lose judgment and they're not dressed for the weather. Although, as a country, we've really started to do our best to employ enough policemen to watch for that, thankfully. There's been a lot less of that in my lifetime, thank goodness. Such a sad subject. Alright, on to happier things. How do you make zombies not sad? I guess Plants vs. Zombies is our not sad zombie story. But like, end of the world. It's like this cute turnaround point where you're like, it's fine! And it's like, is it? Because that, I don't know, end of the world doesn't feel like the best topic. I'm too old-fashioned. I think the end of the world is sad. Who knew? What a weird, sad way to look at things. There was a serious phase, though, where that was gonna be TV. That's for sure. Oh, this lady's gonna need help. And this side's gonna have trouble. Struggling. I just want to get there. There. Before my pea shooter loses. This guy's annoying. Get out of here. Put a psychedelic mushroom there and hope for the best. Not as much shoots power as I normally have by this point. There's gonna be a very bad final wave here. Oh, that's it. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried it hadn't moved over. The hidey shooter, which doesn't slow anybody down. It's cute, but it makes trouble. A long-range shooter that hides when enemies get near it. It's nice for the front line. Alright, I got a football player, so let's do the psychedelic. Let's do the hiding mushroom so everybody can see it. Pea shooter, walnut. These two guys. What would I like? I guess I kind of got to do this guy. Because I have this problem. Yeah? It's gonna be a little interesting. I mean, I am confident there will come times where I truly need to come up with a plan. But like, these guys are good in the front because although they don't slow anything down, they also don't get eaten. More or less. Oh, of course you gotta come from there. Get out of here. Don't have anything over here yet. I know it wants me to pick the grave buster, but I just can't sacrifice the space. I made that mistake in my other running. I just did not understand how much I really needed to upgrade my space. I went for something else first. It was wrong. I didn't realize. Now I'm not paying attention like a yutz. What am I doing? Come on, brain. Hold hands. Everybody get along. Build mushrooms. Don't be murdered. Zombie brains. It would be the easiest part to digest. Favorite zombie film is a definite tie for me, without question. I really, really like... I don't like horror movies. Everything scares me. I should start there. Everything scares me. I don't do well with jump scares. I can't take things that are super scary. I get nightmares for weeks. I can't handle it, okay? So, I absolutely love warm bodies. When I saw that, I was suggested it by a friend, and I didn't know what was coming. And I'm so glad I didn't know what was coming, because it was so cute and so fun. Oh, it eats him anyways. He just hides and waits to be eaten. How sad is that? Well, we learned something. So, Warm Bodies is like a rom-com that you just never knew you were gonna love like that. And the idea of a rom-com in zombie format, very pleasant, very good, very pleased, laughed very hard. I did not see it in theaters because I saw the commercial for it and was like, nope, this is gonna be garbage, and wrote it off. It took my sister-in-law telling me, no, you have to see this movie, to talk me into it at all. And I should have known, because John Malkovich picks the weirdest vehicles. I'm not going to talk about it, but if you want to take a John Malkovich wild ride, try being John Malkovich. I think it's Gwyneth Paltrow, it's John Cusack, and John Malkovich, and it is... Oh, that's a film. I have no notes. That is a movie with no comparison. That I did see in a big screen after I had seen it. I saw it with my dad, I think. And then I saw it on big screen because I went with other people who had never seen it. Wow! That is something else. That's a film. That's a film. In the land of my favorite, though, because I said two, my absolute favorite is Shaun of the Dead. And I saw that at a friend's place also as a suggestion, because I can't watch scary things. It took a little bit for him to convince me, don't worry, it's not scary like that. You'll like it, I promise. So, from the moment where you do the double scene, so you set up his life, this is what his life looks like, and then zombies have taken over and you replace his life and doesn't notice. He has no idea. He just goes on like nothing is happening. Everyone always says the moment that sold them is when they're tossing records at the girl on the lawn. But I was already there. You know, that felt like, of course, by that point. Everything plays out. Bill Nighy is a genius, and I love that we never, ever close the door. We never close the door. That's a really good setup joke. I hadn't seen Run, Fat Boy, Run. Again, I think I saw a trailer once and went, eh. I like it now. I've seen it now. And I think Nick Frost and Simon Pegg belong together. They make such good stuff. I can't complain. Is this our last guy? No, it is not. There is still room on that dial. Ramble, ramble, ramble. I can't decide if I'm entertaining or nonsensical. I feel like I'm probably both. There is a lot of me that feels like I'm probably both. This guy is going to hide, which is going to kill my Pizier, which means I'm going to really, really need this lawnmower, which is a shame. I hate to lose the sunlight. There's very little I can do about it. Let's see if we can just keep him busy with a walnut. You know, here goes another one. I just didn't get built up this level like I normally do. And I have nothing that will just burst into flames. I don't have enough sunlight to do two of those. Oh, all bad. All bad. I slowed him down. If I get enough sunlight for this, I'll be fine. Come on. Nope. Oh, well. I can't win them all. I just feel I didn't have that one. I just didn't have that groove. The Frozen temporarily immobilizes zombies on the screen. The Ice Shroom. I really hate the dancing zombie. I do. I really hate him. What are we gonna do? Let's go back to that method, because that's unpleasant without it. I have no screen door, guys, so I don't need this one. This one, and let's go with the psychedelic, but let's do the grave buster. Let's try. No harm in trying. Lots of graves anyways. See where everybody's at. Do our best. I got 2 aggressors. I think I just didn't set myself up with enough aggressors. You mean well, but you do silly things. I hear zombie noises. At least this time I had one start where I had already placed a pin. All I can hear in my head is sunshine, lollipops, and gray skies everywhere. That's not the words. Da 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 da. Embarrassing. I can't remember the words. This is the worst. I get on the microphone and it's like all my education and my brains just drip through my feet. I tell myself, I should talk about this because there'll be something poignant or interesting that I've just recently learned. And then I'm sitting here spouting out TikTok facts because that's what my brain cells have left. And it's like, wow, why do people watch me? Oh, I remember it's my favorite argument because television gave up on everybody. Television has forsaken you, but I am here. I am trying. Dancing zombie. Like, seriously, I hate these guys. And I do not have enough to stop him. You're watching me have to redo this level because I am not set up enough to stop him. With any luck, that psychedelic mushroom will stop him. I have no idea. Because he just creates problems. Why did that not fix it? Why? Please tell me that fixed it. I'm just sitting here like panicking, trying to deal with it. And I'm not putting down the stuff I should be because I'm panicking to that thing. Well, I have lots of nice strong mushrooms going at the moment. That's nice. This is good. Should get a grave buster and eat one of these. Scary bad. Go here. $70. There. Go away. That's an expensive waste of not figuring out my game. I think we're gonna restart this. This level, I blacked out at the disco guy, and that was bad. Maybe it's my definition of what I think makes a good YouTuber versus a great YouTuber, to be completely honest. Is I think really good YouTubers are the guys who can overcome what is essentially the brain rot. Is you get on here, and I don't know whether they, or however you choose to overcome it. They look at a script, they make notes, or just naturally they can overcome it. And that's a little bit what I hope for. Without being able to explain it, I actually am quite nervous every time I get on the mic. It's a bit of a stage fright, whether I'm surrounded by people or not surrounded by people. I talk to my audience as though you're standing in front of me. And if you have any stage experience, which some of you might, when you stand on stage, depending on the excessive, like, spraying of your house lights, you can't see anybody anyways. Like, you're told they're out there, and sometimes you can hear them. I'm not going to rule out that you can't hear them. A lot of stages I have stood on, you can't hear them because the rabble noise is so loud, or the things going on behind you are so loud. Lots of that. I've had fans and equipment and anything you can imagine going on behind me that eliminate the bare chance you might hear people. It's just not going to happen. So through that quality experience, I want this pea shooter, but I'm going to wait and see where the next zombie is coming in to bother me. That's why I held off there. Through that experience, this is just as good. When you walk out on stage and you're covered in gear, it's almost easier because you're checked into the fantasy, which I think most artists can't understand until they've been there, is that the makeup is power. Everything in that situation is power. You're dressed like a Care Bear, which you think would make you feel foolish, but you're surrounded by other Care Bears, so that's okay. Everybody's here. Everybody's fine. Everybody's a Care Bear. No problems. And you adapt to everybody. Hypnotize the lead dancer zombie. Yay. I was ready for him this time. That really helped. But yeah, everybody's a Care Bear. You're a Care Bear. Nobody feels silly. Nobody's dumb. And that's huge. Like, that's enormous. No matter how you sell it, that's really big. I don't know if I've told my channel, and get ready because I will always tell 10 million stories 10 million times over. Because, one, y'all don't watch every video. Don't lie to me. You don't. I know you don't. I can see the numbers. Do. I don't remember. I don't remember whether I've told you or not. So I always just operate I haven't told you, and, you know, life goes on. When it comes to things, I worked at Build-A-Bear. I worked at Build-A-Bear for a really long time. It goes with my mental exuberance. I can tell you good stories, I can tell you bad stories. I did not hate it. I know people tell stories that they hated it. I did not hate it. The actual reason I stopped is I was doing a birthday party. I went to do a major, like, backflip, and I hurt myself. Just enough to hurt. And when that happened, I kind of stood up and was like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to take the win that only hurt a little and stop. Which is exactly what happened. I went to do a thing called an illusion, which is a spin, where you lift one egg in the air and make it look way more fancy than it actually is. Stop coming up this middle lane. I don't know if I can fend this off long enough to make it matter. Somebody go away. Go finish off your friends. I landed it. It hurt exactly enough to hurt. But it didn't hurt enough to destroy me or anything. It just hurt enough to hurt. And I sat up and went, that's the last time I do that. That's my only one. That hurts so bad. That is such a bad thing I did there. Oh, no. We're going to go lawnmower? Maybe not. I might be able to fend him off. Just sit here and put plants in his way and hope. Nope. I tried, though. That was a solid effort. So working at Build-A-Bear, your ability to present to people is constant. You have to learn. It's big, it's loud, and everyone is looking at you. Doom Shroom. Destroy a large area, leaving a crater in its wake. I worked at Build-A-Bear. I learned to talk in public. I figured it out. But it didn't make me like it. It made me muscle through it, and I developed all the skills to get through it. I did a lot of stuff on stage. I've presented a lot in public. Lots of speeches. Lots of weddings. Things like that. It's practice. So, I think if I do this long enough, natural ability, might take over someday. Don't hold your breath, kids. Don't hold your breath. But you know, maybe. Who knows? Could happen. Are you getting used to the fact that sometimes I lose track of my stories? What? Oh no. Restart level. What is that? We're gonna start like insane crazy town? Why? Alright, sunlight mushroom, clearly grave buster. There. Hypnotic. Like, come on. Let's go with this over the chopper. Let's try, but clearly I need the grave buster. That was nuts. Now I know. Shame on you lying to a nice person like me. Oops. Whatever, I'll move him later. Between the game and the stories, I will figure it out. I liked working at Build-A-Bear. You know, you don't always love the kids. Not all the kids are good. But more often than not, the kids are good. And the kids are having such a good time. It goes such a long way. Would I do it again? I'm terrified what it would do to my body at this point in my life. I'm like, oh, I think I'll take the success that my spine hasn't separated. I don't like doing plays. I find plays to be very nerve-wracking. I don't mind plays as much as I don't like improv. I'm doing YouTube. Guess what I'm doing? My problem with improv is I need a partner. That's improv for me in a lot of ways, at least on stage. I'm one of those people where I don't know what I'm doing with my body. I've had some practice, Build-A-Bear, where you have to emote through a giant bear costume every once in a while, and you better believe that improves you. But I can't say that it solves your problems. It just gets you figured out a little bit. It was an expensive solution. I probably should have let that alone. Oh, well. Sometimes I lose faith in what these guys can handle. And then I overdo it. We're going to super work on these grave busters today. I'm going to take the risk and try to up the mushrooms more than I normally do. Because in grave busters, we got problems. I'm a little worried about a sudden disco zombie. I'm going to be honest. I'm starting to feel the need to just have the money to solve the disco zombie very quickly. Because they just appear and wreck my whole world. Alright, I feel that's enough mushrooms. Let me know. Are you a person who experiences stage fright? Is stage fright just a matter of getting comfortable? Because I had that too. I've done lots of plays where by the time this is your 37th play, you're fine. You got this. You know how many times you've done your play. You know the words. You're not worried. That way you can trip and make a joke. That improv is fine. But if you want to do something very Who's Line-ish, that drives me. I'm not built for it. I don't have those kind of setup skills. I need someone to do it with me. I have had the straight man comedy setup, and I can be the funny guy for the straight man, but I need him. He's important. He's integral to my world. Okay, you just want to destroy my space. Nope, that's not. I had to give up a mushroom, but it was for the greater good. Holy cow, graves, Batman. I just want to stop drowning and being trapped. That one. let's take on another grave. Put a walnut up and buy some space. Not that. Holy Moses. Okay, well that line can hold its own. This line needs work. Okay, I'm not doing terrible in the money department. We're gonna call it money. The sunny department. I'm not doing awful in the sunny department. Which is great. I feel like I'm gonna start to have some problems here soon. There's so many graves. At least I feel like I got it a little bit beaten back now. It's not gonna annihilate me instantaneously. So hooray for that. Just keep throwing things up in their way. Sunshine. More sunshine. This guy needs one of these, and then I will need a walnut. There we go. Let's protect him. Every so often, the rubber hits the road, and I gotta look at the game. Come on. There we go. I would like another walnut, but I don't foresee one in my future just yet. This guy. Let's get rid of that before it spawns something terrible that just destroys my soul. Walnut. Pea shooter. Another grave buster. Get rid of that guy. Focus. Important to focus. Walnut. This side's gonna get bad. I need a walnut or something to slow him down. Focusing. This could reload. Oh, mistake. There. This'll do it. We just have to wait for him to eat the walnut. Let him sit there, eat the walnut, wait to turn him into a zombie for my side and call it a day. Hail to the zombie plant defeat. See, don't tell me those walnuts aren't worth the time. That is one slow-moving zombie. Whoa! Hello! We would like to visit for a midnight snack. How does ice cream and brains sound? Sincerely, the zombies. Next level. My house has got problems. Oh, one of these. Alright, what do we got? Grave Buster. We'll wait on that. We'll let a few more friends scurry into the party. Here, eat some graves. We have nothing to protect that. Here, we'll slow that down. Alright, fine. Boom. some light destruction. Forgive me if I'm super weird for my Plants vs. Zombies recording. I gotta learn to banish myself from watching the news at night. It's too many scary stories before bed. Come on, zombies. Sit here and keep cleaning up. Boom! Oh, that was nice. That did some good work. No, I guessed that. Amazing. What do we got? Freezing, freezing. Let everybody get closer. Slow everybody down. I'm not really worried about this level, but I'm feeling like it's a very slow level. Like, obviously, we've got a long way to go. I'm glad I'm getting all the little grave busters. That's making me happy. Every row's got excitement going. Oh, there's our football player. We'll just deal with him. Couple more doom shrooms. Oh, forget you. Boom. Go away. Nope, I'm not doing any disco zombie nonsense. I strongly dislike you guys. In so many ways, I do not like you guys. I noticed no walnuts, eh? No protection. Not that the slow, like the slow is huge. All right, a few more exploders. What else do I have to turn around and just go eat people? Do one here. Oh, there you go. Nope, not that. That. Forget you. Get out of here. I'm not kidding. I do not like you, Sam. I am. And I saved these ones just for you. Not doing it. No disco zombies. I saved these so I don't play with you guys. Oh, one more gravy here. Do some zombie on my side dust going on here. Nope. No dancing zombie nonsense. No. Do not like you. Okay, I have a couple doom shrooms for dancing zombies. So, anywhere I can drop that. There, that clears that up. Huzzah! Felt kind of cheap, but that's okay. A lily pad, which is a bad thing because it means we're gonna go somewhere near water. Which is a bad thing. Lets you plant non-aquatic plants on top of it. Next level. Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And on top of it all, you can't even use your mushrooms because it's daylight. Because they'll fall asleep during the day. Well, isn't that just dandy? Oh boy, I got lots of excitement coming my way. Thank you so much for joining me. We will return to this. I can't say that my conversation will get better, but we'll do our best. Why? This game brings out the weirdest thoughts in me. Again, I gotta stop watching the news before bed. It makes me weird. Thank you so much. This has been Gun Bunny, G.U.N.N Bunny, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Goodbye.